Stop everything you are doing right now. Put down your phone, close your laptop, step away from whatever has been consuming your attention. What I am about to reveal to you is not just another message. This is a divine interruption, a supernatural intervention that has been orchestrated from the throne room of heaven itself. My beloved child, I am speaking to you with the same voice that called light out of darkness, the same voice that parted the Red Sea, the same voice that raised the dead. And today, this voice is calling your name. You may not audibly hear it, but your spirit is responding right now. There is a stirring in your chest, a quickening in your pulse, because deep within you, you recognize the voice of your Creator. I need you to understand something crucial. At this very moment, as you are listening to these words, there is an invisible war raging around you. The spiritual realm is more active than it has been in months, perhaps years. Forces of darkness have gathered, strategies have been devised, and attacks have been carefully planned. But here is what the enemy didn't count on. I saw it all before it began. You have been feeling it, haven't you? That unexplained heaviness that settles on you in the morning. That restlessness that keeps you awake at night. That sense of impending change, but you cannot quite put your finger on what it is. These aren't random emotions or stress from your daily life. These are spiritual indicators, divine warning signals that your Father in heaven has been sending to prepare you for what is coming. The enemy has been watching you, studying your patterns, learning your weaknesses. He has seen how close you have come to breakthrough. He has witnessed the prayers you have prayed in secret, the tears you have cried when no one was watching, the faith you have maintained even when circumstances suggested you should give up, and it terrifies him. Because he knows that if you continue on this path, if you don't give up now, you are going to step into a dimension of blessing and purpose that will not only transform your life, but impact generations. That is why the attack has intensified. That is why relationships have become strained. That is why finances have been tight. That is why your health has been under pressure. That is why confusion has tried to cloud your judgment. The enemy is throwing everything he has at you because he knows his time is short. He can sense the shift that is about to happen in your life, but I want you to know something that will change everything. Every weapon that has been formed against you has already been disarmed. Every strategy that has been devised against you has already been exposed. Every trap that has been set for you has already been dismantled. Not because of your strength, not because of your wisdom, but because of my love for you and my commitment to the promises I have made over your life. Right now, as you are hearing these words, angels are taking their positions around you. Michael, the archangel, has been given specific instructions regarding your protection. Gabriel has been dispatched with messages of hope and direction for your future. And legions of warrior angels are creating a hedge of protection around everything that belongs to you. Your family, your health, your finances, your dreams, your calling. The spiritual atmosphere around you is shifting even as I speak. Can you feel it? There is a lightness beginning to replace the heaviness. There is a peace beginning to settle where anxiety once lived. There is a strength rising up from within you that you haven't felt in months. This isn't psychological. This isn't emotional manipulation. This is the tangible presence of the Almighty God responding to a heart that has remained faithful, even in the darkness. I know there have been moments when you questioned whether I was still with you. I know there have been nights when you wondered if I had forgotten about you. I know there have been days when the silence seemed so loud that you wondered if your prayers were even reaching heaven. But let me tell you something that will anchor your soul. I have never left you, not for a second, not for a moment. Even when you couldn't sense my presence, I was working behind the scenes, arranging circumstances, moving people, opening doors, and closing others. Every tear you have shed has been collected in my bottle. Every prayer you have whispered has been recorded in heaven's archives. Every act of faith, no matter how small it seemed to you, has been noted and will be rewarded. The enemy tried to convince you that your faithfulness went unnoticed, but nothing could be further from the truth. Your consistency in worship when you didn't feel like worshiping, your persistence in prayer when you didn't see immediate answers, your continued giving when your resources were limited. All of this has been building up a treasure in heaven that is about to be released into your earthly experience. But I need you to understand the season you are entering. This isn't just about receiving blessings. though blessings are certainly coming. This isn't just about breakthrough, though breakthrough is inevitable. You are entering a season of supernatural acceleration where years of preparation will culminate in moments of manifestation. Things that should take months will happen in weeks. Doors that should take years to open will swing wide in days. Relationships that should take time to develop will connect instantly. This is the season of suddenly. However, with great blessing comes great responsibility. With supernatural favor comes supernatural opposition. The enemy is not going to sit idly by while you step into your destiny. He is going to intensify his attacks, but here is what you need to know. His attacks are no longer offensive, they are defensive. He is not attacking you to destroy you. He is attacking you to prevent you from stepping into the fullness of what God has prepared for you. That is why you need to be more vigilant than ever before. You cannot afford to be casual about your spiritual life right now. You cannot afford to skip prayer because you are busy. You cannot afford to neglect worship because you don't feel like it. You cannot afford to compromise your standards because everyone else is doing it. The stakes are too high, the calling is too great, and the time is too short. I am going to share something with you that very few people understand. The enemy's greatest weapon against believers isn't temptation. It is distraction. He doesn't need to make you sin. He just needs to make you busy. He doesn't need to make you hate God. He just needs to make you forget about God. He doesn't need to destroy your faith. He just needs to dilute it with 1,000 other concerns. Look at your life right now. How much time do you spend scrolling through social media compared to reading my word? How much energy do you invest in worrying about things you cannot control compared to praying about things I can change? How much attention do you give to the opinions of people who don't know your destiny compared to seeking the voice of the one who wrote your story? I am not condemning you, my child. I am awakening you because the season you are entering requires a level of focus and dedication that you have never had to maintain before. The enemy is going to try to overwhelm you with options, opportunities, and obligations that look good but aren't God. He is going to present you with shortcuts that lead to dead ends, relationships that promise fulfillment but deliver emptiness, and success that costs you your soul. But I have given you discernment. I have given you wisdom. I have given you the ability to distinguish between my voice and the voice of the stranger. When you hear my voice, you will know it is me because it will bring peace to your spirit, clarity to your mind, and strength to your body. When you hear the enemy's voice, it will bring confusion, anxiety, and weakness. Right now, I want you to make a decision. I want you to choose to trust me completely, not just with the areas of your life where you feel confident, but with the areas where you feel vulnerable. I want you to surrender your timeline to my timing, your plans to my purposes, your understanding to my wisdom. This level of surrender isn't easy, but it is necessary for what I am about to do in your life. The breakthrough that is coming isn't just for you, it is for everyone connected to you. Your family is going to benefit from the favor that is about to be released in your life. Your children are going to walk in opportunities that were created by your faithfulness. Your spouse is going to experience blessings that were secured by your prayers. Your friends are going to witness miracles that were orchestrated through your obedience. But here is what you need to understand about the nature of breakthrough. It rarely looks like what you expected. You have been praying for a door to open, but I might give you a key to a door you didn't even know existed. You have been asking for provision, but I might give you the ability to create wealth. You have been seeking healing, but I might give you the power to heal others. My ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. This is why you cannot judge the process by your present circumstances. What looks like delay might be preparation. What feels like rejection might be redirection. What appears to be a setback might be a setup for a comeback that will amaze everyone who knows your story. I need you to understand something about the attacks you have been experiencing. They haven't been random. They have been strategic. The enemy has been targeting specific areas of your life because he knows these are the areas where your breakthrough is going to manifest. If he has been attacking your finances, it is because financial breakthrough is coming. If he has been attacking your health, it is because healing is on the way. If he has been attacking your relationships, it is because divine connections are about to be established. The intensity of the attack is often proportional to the magnitude of the blessing that is approaching. The enemy doesn't waste time attacking people who aren't a threat to his kingdom. He doesn't invest energy in stopping people who aren't going anywhere. The fact that you have been under such intense spiritual warfare is actually confirmation that you are on the right path, and that breakthrough is imminent. But I want you to understand the role you play in your own deliverance. You are not a passive participant in this process. You have weapons that are mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. You have authority that has been delegated to you from heaven. You have power that was purchased by the blood of Jesus and activated by the Holy Spirit. Your words have creative power. When you speak life, life responds. When you declare victory, victory manifests. When you prophesy breakthrough, breakthrough accelerates. But when you speak defeat, you are actually partnering with the enemy's agenda. When you confess lack, you are agreeing with limitation. When you declare impossibility, you are denying the power of the God who specializes in impossibilities. This is why you need to be extremely careful about what comes out of your mouth during this season. Your words are not just expressions of your emotions. They are seeds that produce harvests. They are keys that unlock doors. They are weapons that either advance the kingdom of God or give ground to the enemy. I want you to start speaking differently. Instead of saying, "I cannot take it anymore," say, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." Instead of saying, "Nothing ever works out for me," say, "All things work together for good for those who love God." Instead of saying, "I am never going to get ahead," say, "The Lord makes a way where there seems to be no way." But it is not just about positive thinking or positive confession. It is about aligning your words with my word, your thoughts with my thoughts, your expectations with my promises. When you do this consistently, you create an atmosphere where miracles become natural and breakthroughs become inevitable. Now, let me tell you about some specific signs you are going to start seeing that will confirm everything I am telling you. First, you are going to notice that doors begin opening with unusual ease. Opportunities that seemed impossible will suddenly become available. People who previously ignored you will start seeking your input. Resources that were scarce will begin flowing toward you. Second, you are going to experience supernatural peace in situations that would normally cause you anxiety. Problems that used to overwhelm you will seem manageable. Challenges that used to intimidate you will become stepping stones. This isn't because the problems have gotten smaller. It is because your faith has gotten bigger. Third, you are going to start receiving confirmation from multiple sources about the direction you should take. Strangers will speak words that confirm what I have been telling you in prayer. Circumstances will align to support decisions you have been hesitant to make. Even your dreams will begin carrying messages that provide clarity and direction. Fourth, you are going to notice that your prayers are being answered more quickly and more specifically than ever before. Requests that you made months ago will suddenly manifest. Needs that you haven't even expressed will be met before you ask. This is because you are entering a season where I am not just responding to your prayers, I am anticipating them. But with these signs comes a warning. The enemy is going to try to counterfeit these manifestations. He is going to offer you shortcuts that look like divine provision but come with strings attached. He is going to present opportunities that seem heaven-sent but require you to compromise your values. He is going to introduce relationships that feel spiritually significant but draw you away from your true calling. This is why discernment is so crucial during this season. Not everything that glitters is gold. Not every open door is from God. Not every opportunity is an invitation from heaven. You need to test every spirit, examine every offer, and evaluate every relationship through the lens of my word and the leading of my spirit. I am also going to give you some practical instructions for navigating this season successfully. First, establish non-negotiable time with me every day. Not just when you feel like it, not just when you have time, but every single day. This isn't religious obligation. It is spiritual necessity. The attacks are going to be subtle. And if you are not regularly connected to the source of truth, you will be vulnerable to deception. Second, surround yourself with people who understand the season you are in. Not everyone in your life is equipped to support you through this transition. Some people are going to be threatened by your growth. Others are going to be confused by your transformation. A few might even try to sabotage your progress. You need to identify the voices that speak life and limit your exposure to voices that speak death. Third, Be generous with your resources even when it doesn't make natural sense. I know your finances have been tight, but generosity is a spiritual law that activates supernatural provision. When you give in faith, you are not just helping others, you are creating space for me to pour blessing into your life. The widow who gave her last meal to Elijah didn't lose anything. She gained everything. Fourth, stay humble regardless of how much favor you receive. Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. The moment you start thinking you have achieved success through your own wisdom or strength, you have opened a door for the enemy to bring you down. Every blessing is a gift from above. Every opportunity is a manifestation of grace. Every breakthrough is evidence of my faithfulness, not your worthiness. Fifth, document this journey. Write down the prayers I answer. Record the doors I open. Remember the ways I provide, not just for your own encouragement, but for the testimony you are going to share with others. Your story is going to inspire someone else's faith. Your breakthrough is going to become someone else's hope. Your victory is going to encourage someone else to keep fighting. Now, I want to address some specific areas where you have been experiencing attack, because I know these have been weighing heavily on your heart. Regarding your family, I see the division that has been trying to take root. I see the misunderstandings that have created distance. I see the pain that has been caused by harsh words and broken trust. But I want you to know that I specialize in restoration. I can heal what seems irreparably broken. I can rebuild what appears to be completely destroyed. The family member who has been distant is going to reach out. The relationship that seemed dead is going to be resurrected. The love that appeared to be lost is going to be renewed. But this restoration isn't going to happen through human effort or manipulation. It is going to happen through the supernatural power of forgiveness, grace, and divine intervention. Regarding your finances, I know you have been struggling to make ends meet. I know you have been robbing Peter to pay Paul. I know you have lost sleep wondering how you are going to meet your obligations. But I want you to know that your season of lack is ending. I am about to open streams of income that you didn't even know existed. I am about to connect you with opportunities that will not only meet your needs but exceed your expectations. The debt that has been hanging over your head is going to be eliminated. The bills that have been causing you stress are going to be paid. The financial pressure that has been crushing your spirit is going to be lifted. But more than just meeting your immediate needs, I am going to teach you how to manage resources in a way that creates generational wealth. Regarding your health, I see the symptoms that have been causing you concern. I see the pain that you have been hiding from others. I see the fear that creeps in when you think about the future. But I want you to know that I am the God who heals. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. What I did for others, I can do for you. The healing that is coming isn't just going to address the symptoms, it is going to deal with the root causes. I am going to restore not just your physical health, but your emotional wholeness, your mental clarity, and your spiritual vitality. You are going to feel better than you have felt in years. You are going to have more energy than you have had in decades. You are going to experience a level of wellness that will amaze your doctors and astound your family. Regarding your career, I know you have been feeling stuck. I know you have been undervalued and overlooked. I know your talents have been unrecognized, and your contributions have been minimized. But I want you to know that promotion comes from me, and I am about to elevate you in ways that will shock everyone who knows your story. The position you have been hoping for is going to be offered to you. The recognition you have been seeking is going to be given to you. The influence you have been desiring is going to be granted to you. But this isn't just about personal advancement. It is about positioning you to be a blessing to others and to advance my kingdom through your sphere of influence. Now, let me tell you about the enemy's final strategy against you. When he realizes that his attacks aren't working, when he sees that you are not going to give up, when he understands that breakthrough is inevitable, he is going to try one last tactic. He is going to try to make you settle for less than what I have planned for you. He is going to present you with good opportunities and try to convince you they are God opportunities. He is going to offer you comfortable positions and try to persuade you they are your destiny. He is going to show you safe paths and try to argue they are my will for your life. But good is often the enemy of best, comfortable can be the enemy of purposeful, and safe can be the enemy of significant. Don't settle for a good job when I have a great calling for you. Don't settle for a comfortable lifestyle when I have an abundant life planned for you. Don't settle for safe relationships when I have divine connections waiting for you. The enemy's goal isn't to destroy you anymore. It is to limit you. He cannot stop your breakthrough, but he wants to minimize its impact. This is why you need to keep pressing forward even when things start improving. This is why you need to keep believing for more, even when you receive some. This is why you need to keep pursuing excellence even when you achieve success. The enemy is hoping you will get comfortable with partial breakthrough and never experience complete victory. But I have more for you. I have better for you. I have greater for you. What you have seen so far is just the beginning. The breakthrough that is coming is going to exceed your highest expectations and surpass your wildest dreams. You are going to look back on this season of struggle and be amazed at how I used every challenge to prepare you for every opportunity. As we near the end of this message, I want you to understand that receiving this word isn't an accident. You didn't stumble across this by chance. I orchestrated every circumstance that led you to this moment. I moved in the hearts of people to share this message. I created divine appointments and supernatural connections to ensure that these words would reach you at exactly the right time. This message is your burning bush moment. This is your road to Damascus experience. This is your upper room encounter. Everything changes from this point forward. The old season is ending, and the new season is beginning. The past is being buried, and the future is being birthed. The struggle is concluding, and the victory is commencing. But just as Moses had to take off his shoes because he was standing on holy ground, you need to remove everything that would hinder you from fully embracing what I am doing in your life. Take off the shoes of doubt and put on the sandals of faith. Remove the garments of fear and clothe yourself with courage. Strip away the mindset of limitation and dress yourself with the expectation of abundance. I am going to give you one final instruction, and I need you to follow it precisely. For the next 7 days, I want you to declare victory over your life every morning when you wake up and every evening before you go to sleep. I want you to thank me for breakthrough before you see it, praise me for provision before you receive it, and worship me for victory before you experience it. This isn't presumption, it is faith. This isn't denial, it is declaration. This isn't wishful thinking, it is spiritual warfare. When you praise me in advance for what I am going to do, you are not just expressing confidence in my power, you are creating an atmosphere where miracles become inevitable. During these 7 days, you are also going to notice the enemy's final attempts to discourage you. He is going to try to make you doubt this message. He is going to whisper that nothing is really going to change. He is going to point to your past failures as evidence that breakthrough isn't possible. But I want you to remember that his desperation is proof of your proximity to victory. The darker it gets, the closer dawn becomes. The harder the enemy fights, the nearer breakthrough is. The more intense the pressure, the more imminent the release. Don't give up when you are 3 steps away from your miracle. Don't quit when you are 1 prayer away from your answer. Don't surrender when you are 1 day away from your breakthrough. If this message has stirred something in your spirit, if you sense that God is speaking directly to you through these words, then I want you to take a step of faith right now. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it. Your obedience in sharing this word will release blessing into your own life, while providing hope to someone else's situation. Comment below with the words "I receive my breakthrough," so that your declaration becomes part of your testimony. Subscribe to this channel as an act of faith, believing that God is going to continue speaking to you through the messages that are shared here. These aren't just religious activities, they are prophetic actions that align you with heaven's agenda for your life. As I close this message, I want you to feel my presence surrounding you right now. I want you to sense the angels that have been assigned to your situation taking their positions. I want you to experience the peace that passes all understanding settling into your heart. The battle is over, my child. The victory is won. The breakthrough has begun. From this moment forward, you are going to walk in a level of favor that will amaze you. You are going to experience doors opening that you didn't even know existed. You are going to receive opportunities that are perfectly aligned with your gifts and calling. You are going to witness the hand of God moving in your circumstances in ways that leave no doubt about His love for you. Your story is being rewritten. Your destiny is being activated. Your purpose is being revealed. And everyone who knows you is going to witness the transformation that takes place in your life. They are going to see the God who keeps his promises, the God who never fails, the God who specializes in impossible situations. Welcome to your season of suddenly. Welcome to your time of breakthrough. Welcome to the beginning of the best chapter of your life.